Max X, fit for a king, but acting like a queen. We got clips so juicy, they're the footlongs of footage. We're gonna cut this guy a little slack. Whoops, too much. Tough dudes cruise New York Harbor, then take a nap with the fishes. Here's mud in your eye and your super sexy thong. A woman demonstrates amazing restraint. Too bad her restraints are just ordinary. This guy's name is Crazy Dave. Need us to tell you why? A photographer says cheese, then gets shredded. Dives with a high degree of difficulty and a higher degree of pain. And the world record attempt at apartment, roof, bike, ramp, who cares? You don't set it. Take a moment to remember where you were when this happened. It's Max X's coolest, most awesomest videos you're ever gonna see in the 21st century. And we ain't lying. This is Joe DeCARLO. He's hoping this stunt will grab him the attention he craves. He's making an audition tape to get on that other show, Survivor or something. He's gonna rappel off this cliff in Columbus, Georgia.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm rolling.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't remember hitting the ground. I don't remember being evac'd. I don't remember any of it at all. No memory, zero. I barely remember being in the hospital, to be honest with you. I had a concussion.
What did he say? Who cares? Hey, let's see it again in slow-mo. Joe breaks his jaw in 3 places. It gets wired together. He breaks a rib and loses 5 teeth.
The story, I've been told it over and over, but it's kind of vague to me. But I do know that the paramedics warned me about my teeth being knocked out and not to choke on them, so I started reaching in my mouth and pulling my teeth out with my fingers. And I have no memory of that, but I must have been in shock.
Gee, what went wrong?
The only thing I can figure is that there was too much slack in the rope.
Yeah, slack.
The only regret I have is that I didn't succeed, that I got hurt. I mean, I don't regret trying.
Joe's a survivor. But we'd say the tribe is spoken.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
As everyone knows, men like shiny things that go fast. These 2 guys are cousins, and they're both named Dominic. Yeah, insert joke here. Dominic Guido's at the throttle. DOMINICK CAVAGNUOLO's at the wheel.
Come on, baby. Hold that wheel. I got you.
They're high-speeding the Hudson River in New York City. We're not sure what they're saying next, so we transcribed it for you as close as we could.
Put the hammers down. No, bro. Oh, baby, we're gonna get on, baby. Watch the water. It's gonna get snotty. I got it. Just do the totals, baby. Do it, on, cuz. Put down, bro. Fucking. Oh, baby, we're gonna get on.
They turn it up. Dudes are overboard. There's other boats all around them.
Before you know it, I was in the water, and I was just trying to get out as fast as we can because there was other boats coming by us at the top speeds.
It happened so fast, all I remember was coming up out of that filthy water and looking for my cousin.
Rescuers show up fast.
Within a minute, the rescue boats were there to hurl us out of the water.
They know how it happened.
We just hooked the boat, hooked it too much, and there we were, gone.
I don't know if you ever jumped out of a window, you know, 10 stories high. But it's just a feeling of being weightless, just floating through the air.
It's funny, but, you know, it's really a serious thing, and I just thank God that me and my cousin are alive today to talk about it.
And they want to do it again, of course.
Way to go, baby. We'll be back next year.
Things are about to get physical. And this Japanese dude's getting himself ready. Oh, yeah. We're talking mud wrestling. But you can tell Brandy, Candy, and Mandy to stay home. This here's for men only. It's the Muddy Festival in Yatsukaido City, Japan. And these dudes are the main event. The Muddy Festival begins as a wedgie festival. Here, the banana hammock is king. How'd you like to slip a few thousand yen into this big boy's thong? Oh, yeah. After the dudes squeeze into their marble sacks, they take it outside to show the crowd. Hey, who doesn't like to see a grown Japanese man in butt floss? Like every other freaking festival in Japan, they do this to ensure a good harvest. There's the ceremonial breaking of the barrel, the traditional ringing of the bell, and the throwing out of last year's used thongs. That's a real crowd pleaser. A quick blessing by Japanese Pope guy, and then it's off to the mud pit. Yikes! Couldn't these dudes just play softball or something? The Muddy Festival isn't without its Max X favorites. We like this fella. Of course, we're into sexy tan lines. One more ritual? They each get their little twig wet, and then chicken fight! Time, but you just know they're all thinking, does this thing make my butt look big? And these dudes have lots of fans. Just look at them snapping away. But we're thinking most of them shots are for blackmail. They'll go all day like this, and there's no 2-drink minimum. And hey, bring the kids. Never too early to start the muddy training. It's Travesty Appreciation Day on Maximum Exposure. Coming up, we'll show you why alligators in the sewer just ain't a good idea. A husband looks on helplessly as he thinks about that life insurance policy. This clown's crying on the outside, mostly because of a detached retina. Motorcycle stunts. Easier when you use the motorcycle. Hey, these guys are brothers. Guess which one got the break? We test our new stunt cam. Damn, we pay good money for that. And if that don't blow up your skirt, what do you see our be-all end-all Max X list? Maximum Exposure. Making the world safe for anarchy. And this is Stockton, California. A booming agricultural town that gets by in the can-do attitude of the locals.
Okay, John, calm. I'm gonna die. Okay, John, calm down.
Unless you're stuck in a sewer, like 11-year-old Jonathan Garza. He was trying to get a wrench his little sister dropped in the hole when...
Be strong. Be it down, then my leg got stuck and I tried to pull up, and I sunk down more, and I couldn't get it out.
How'd they get that Augustus Gloop kid out in the Willy Wonka film?
Don't pull me no more! Don't pull me no more, please! Don't pull me no more!
Here come more firemen, and they brought some liquid soap.
I'm scared!
Looks like they're gonna grease him up.
Don't be scared, just think of it. You'll be out of there in a little bit.
Oh, that hurt!
That ain't working either. John's best hope now is just to remain calm, but he ain't doing that.
My leg is gonna come out of my socket!
No, John, just squeeze my leg.
I've been trying.
Can't blame the fire dudes. They're used to pulling people out when everything's on fire. Okay, how about this?
We can twist you around. We're gonna lean a little bit forward. We're gonna do 3 things in one time to get you out of here.
All right, let's try that.
Ow!
Or not.
Hey, work with me, John.
John thinks it's all over, but the fire guy knows better.
Are we ready, John? Let's try one more time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
No more!
Now it's getting dark. They either gotta pull this kid out, or soon Public Works is just gonna pave over him on Monday.
You're coming out.
No, I'm not!
You are.
Then, like a hairball from a cat, little Johnny gets uncorked.
Thank you, Lord!
And after all that time, He wants to know, where's the love?
Give me a hug, man.
When he thinks about little Johnny stuck in that hole screaming, this dude can't help but smile.
Everything's all right, man. We told you we weren't gonna leave you, man, and everything's gonna be all right. He said, I know, man, give me a hug. And, you know, how can you resist something like that? You know, he was quite a kid.
Jonathan suffers only minor cuts, but you just know Johnny's sister's gonna be fetching her own stuff from now on. Married life ain't all roses, but at least you got a soulmate to do stuff with. This is Jack and Rhonda, and they're at the fair on a little ride called the ejection seat. It shoots you up at 60 miles an hour. It's giving Rhonda the willies. Yep, how can you not trust this face? It's going okay until... Jack springs into action. Jack springs into action. Hello, Jack springs into action. Jack! They finally touched down, and Rhonda got a good look at the tape afterward.
I was just glad to be on the ground. I couldn't believe I was on here, that I let him talk me into going.
Hey, let's see Jack's heroic rescue attempt again. Look at Jack's cat-like reflex to the crisis. A lesser man might panic. Then watch here as he clearly opens his mouth to utter reassurance. Yeah, she's lucky she's got Jack in her corner. But she's also got county fair technology on her side.
All of our safety devices, our crotch strap, which is the one that goes through the center, had brought in safety. You know, everything had worked, so I mean, it wasn't a safety issue. It was just really a comfort issue.
Rhonda's a pretty good sport about it. But hey, she's got to be if she wants to hang on to Jack. This kid hates clowns. Now, we realize everybody hates clowns. But this 3-year-old kid really hates them. After an afternoon binge on cake and soda, this kid's about to go ballistic. And Giffy the Clown's gonna pay. Let's watch that play out in slow motion. Giffy's too busy annoying the children to see the kid with the gag.
I didn't see the culprit out of the corner of my eye until it was too late.
Before Giffy can cover, little dude busts a cap in Giffy's eye.
When the dart struck my eye, I didn't know what to think. All I felt was the searing pain. It felt as if somebody just poked you in the eye with their finger.
Giffy gets dropped. As we look at this again, frame by frame, we have to ask ourselves, was this the work of a lone gunman? Witnesses say they heard another shot come from the grassy knoll here. As we zoom in, we can watch as Giffy goes head back and down. Once again, back and down. Back and down. Possibly indicating a second shooter. There's no shortage of suspects.
Never take your eyes off of a 3-year-old. Every mother knows that, and I finally learned it.
Now at MaxX, we don't condone capping anyone, but we gotta say it, clowns are creepy. You're getting a hard sell on MaxX's Best Ever Show. Coming up, a cop finally says enough's enough, thank you. It's this guy's first jump, and it's looking like his last, because he's passed out. Tip for young stunt bikers. Number 1, use wider ramps. Young kid goes shopping for a new kidney. But he's on the waiting list behind this guy. Then get even more warped when we lay our max X list on ya. Maximum exposure. Come celebrate our negative lab results. This weekend on Fox Reality Channel. Special Maximum Exposure. You're riding with Arizona Trooper Tim Mason.
Apparently, they're in pursuit of an armed robbery suspect.
An ex-con and his buddy stole a truck, and they're leading a big-time chase. Mason stops at an intersection. He gets out and slides spike strips under the wheels of the stolen truck. One of the wheels was already damaged, and he wants to get the other three. Trooper Mason has to jump ahead of the bad guy so he can lay down his spikes.
773, clear with Firebird for a second spike. I believe I can get in front of them and do that.
Now's his chance. Yeah! Got him! Another tire out. One more time.
773, I got both of his rear tires and the spikes are clear.
The bad guys are grinding 4 rims. It looks like the chase is winding down. But nope. The bad guy hangs a left. Up an exit ramp onto a highway the wrong way.
He's getting on the freeway the wrong way.
Mason hightails it up the ramp past the other cruisers.
773, I'm looking again. Ask 770 if I can go ahead and box him into the wall.
Cars are flying towards the cops. Trooper Mason blows by the other cruisers. He's got a line on the bad guys.
773, can I box him into the wall?
Here we go. Ramming speed. After something that much fun, you gotta do some rehashing.
Once I saw him go the wrong way, I knew I had to take him out. So I basically went ahead and just rammed him.
Trooper Mason takes down the bad guy with some serious cop show driving skills. Skydiving, the ultimate thrill ride. Unless your ripcord wraps around your neck and strangles you on the way down. This mess started as a tandem jump. It's this dude's first time. Mike Smith is the expert. Ronnie O'Brien is another experienced skydiver. He's filming this all from his helmet cam.
It didn't look right to me. I knew there was a problem.
So Ronnie moves in for a closer look.
It's about this stage I've decided that nothing's happening and that the reserve's got to be pulled, so I'm going to have a go.
You gotta love the British. The cord's wrapped around this guy's freaking neck, and old Ronnie's gonna have a go. Meanwhile, this poor dude don't even know he's in trouble. It's his first jump. What does he know? That ground's coming up at him awful fast now. Ronnie's still searching for that cord, and then... Ronnie comes through big time. And now the two guys are drifting a little slower. Instructor Mike comes too on the way down.
I could then feel the bridle around my neck. And I began to remember then what had happened. And I thought, oh, well, I must have pulled the reserve parachute. I had no idea that Ronnie had done it at that point.
Mike says the last thing he remembers before the lights went out was the cord choking him.
So I started to reach for the knife, which I kept on my trouser pocket. And at that point, I began to lose consciousness. And I don't remember anything from there on until I came to again underneath the parachute.
Ronnie admits they were on the edge, but he says that don't make him a hero.
I think a hero is somebody who has time to think about what they're doing and still reacts to it. I didn't have any time at all, and it was a fairly simple, straightforward thing. I'm really not into all this heroism bit at all.
But a few people feel differently, like the Queen of England, who gives him a medal. Instructor Mike's pretty grateful, too.
I know that Ronnie doesn't feel that it's anything special that what he did, but I know for a fact that if he hadn't have been there, we would certainly have died.
The biggest reward really was knowing that Mike and Richard were alive at the end of the day.
Thanks for keeping that stiff upper lip, Ronnie. And thanks for wearing that helmet cam. Everybody knows that any dude who nicknames himself Crazy has more guts than brains. Like Crazy Dave, a.k.a. Ellis Lotz. Here's his strategy.
When I do a jump, it's never been done before, and I've never rehearsed it.
Good thinking. He's gonna jump his bike over 5 trucks and 2 cars. Well, that's what he's planning to do anyways.
I honestly think, why am I doing this? I'm crazy, I'm stupid. And I sit there and think to myself, can I fake a heart attack? I fake like I'm having a stroke so the audience don't get mad. But I can't do that to them. I just get on the bike and do it and hope like heck that I make it.
Okay, Crazy Dave's ready to get crazy. That sucks. That's the lamest stunt we've ever seen. We've seen a lot of lame ones. But we gotta admit, it's fun to watch. Here it is in slow-mo.
I hit one of the stones and I took my front wheel off. I missed the ramp completely. After that, my only thing was trying to survive, trying to stop myself going up, and at 90 miles an hour, you can't stop.
Yep, you heard it from Crazy Dave. At 90 miles an hour, you can't stop. It's amazing he survives it all.
Injuries that I had were, I had torn up arteries in my arm. I had a broken ankle, broken leg, broken arm. They had to pull slivers out of my body from the ramp itself.
He makes a full recovery. It only takes him a year.
It was a good crash. It's like if you get thrown off a horse, you get back on the horse and you ride again. If you get thrown off the motorcycle, you get back on and ride again. No. Never bothered me whatsoever.
Ellis should probably hang it up. But who are we to tell a toothless guy what's what? Maximum exposure. Built for comfort, but addicted to speed. Coming up, it's an amateur rally car race, but this chick takes it like a pro. We don't swim in your toilet. Please don't bleed in our pool. America's future goes shopping for pain. The dude flips his ride and has to listen to this.
Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed!
Well, that's just kid stuff. Bring along a parent or guardian for our Max X list. Max X. Watchdog journalism with the Shih Tzu attitude. You're watching the coolest of cool on Max X. An amateur rally car race in Barizé, France means one thing. Stay as far away from the road as possible. One more time, a little slower. The car comes around the corner out of control. It hits the ditch and creams the spectator.
I was driving fast. I was coming out of a left curve when I began to slide. It was then that I hit Claudine.
This time slower and closer. The girl standing there is a photographer. She's trying to get a close-up. Say cheese! The car's totaled, but believe it or not, the girl's salvageable. After a 14-point inspection, Claudine Laritier has a busted pelvis, broken neck, and some cracked ribs. But nothing that a little Bondo and a fresh coat of paint can't fix. A few months later, Jean shows up at Claudine's work and apologizes. When he tells her he quit the sport, Claudine forgives him.
It could have happened to anybody. I knew very well it was an amateur rally, so there were real risks.
French chicks. If they can forgive guys for almost killing them, we think we should forgive them for not shaving their armpits. Now you just know something bad's about to happen here. Dave and his brother think it'll be fun to jump off the roof and into the pool. But they're wrong. Dave gets gets a little too much distance and catches the edge, as in concrete edge. Dave's brother calls an ambulance as he keeps Dave from bleeding in the pool.
I felt two things scraping in my spine. It felt like getting hit by a car because so many points of my body were injured at one specific instant.
Dave limps away with a shattered hip, busted leg, and a grinding sensation in his spine. Oh well, let's see that jump again. Dave's brother gives him some super valuable advice.
Don't jump out. It's right below us, don't jump out.
But Dave don't listen.
Here's me jumping out. The second I left the roof, I knew I was going to hit the side.
Once again, let's analyze what's going on in Dave's head.
Don't jump out. Don't right below us, don't jump out. Don't jump out. Right below us, don't jump out.
Dave was almost paralyzed, but that ain't gonna keep him in the kiddie pool.
I'm back at work. I'm skateboarding every day, and every day my back's sore, and every day my hip hurts, and every day my leg hurts. But it's nothing that I can't handle.
We've been thinking, and we're not sure what's more painful, the landing or Dave listening to his brother keep saying, "I told you so." A lot of folks are worried about the future of America. Well, we're not. Everything's gonna be just fine. Look at Gabe Fauber. Already got his own set of wheels. And he's responsible, too. Note the double set of safety glasses. His friends are spotting him. What could possibly go wrong? Check out the frame-by-frame action. Gabe gets some love from the babe, then boom! He gets tossed from the produce section clear into dairy.
Once I got my bearings, it's like, all right, I'm okay. Let's get out of here.
Let's watch Gabe shop till he drops one more time.
It's just my crowning moment.
Like we said, everything's gonna be just fine. Maximum exposure. The stupid human highlight reel continues. Coming up, a guy named Ed goes on a roll, over and over again. A burglar breaks into a house and takes all his clothes off. Hey, if you lived here, you'd be dead by now. Then, we're bringing our big bad Max X list out to totally kick your list butt. Maximum exposure. Outing ourselves just for the ratings. Friday, put your hands together for Tony NEAL.
This is Tony NEAL. I got to show y'all this because this is the most far-fetched shit that I ever saw in my life. Somebody just broke in my house. It's 3:30 in the morning. Look at this. Look at this. There's nothing stolen. Look. I got this naked laying on my couch. Can y'all please tell me? Broke in my house to go to sleep. Ain't that a bitch? Look.
Hey, breaking and entering's hard work. You gotta rest up before you start burglaring.
Hey. 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 Get your up. Yo, get up on my damn couch. You crazy? Whoa. Boy. Hell, you out your mind? You broke in my go to sleep. Well, nah, you know that.
Then things go pretty much the way you'd expect.
Look at me. Look.
Tony says some things. Naked Burglar says some things. There's a lot of bleeps here.
You broke in my house. How you in the house? Do you see where you at? Look, you in my house. You in the house.
Tony KO's the naked guy. And cue the cops.
What's going on? Stay down. Stay down. I said stay down. What's wrong with you? I want to take this. I cannot believe it. Broke in my house. Look at this.
Okay, question. Did this dude get naked before or after he broke into Tony's crib? Guess we're not gonna find out now.
Boy.
Well, it sure got ugly. But let's go out with the way we grew to love naked burglaring guy. Oh, he's such an angel when he's sleeping.
Oh my God!
Hey, what's all the screaming about?
Ed, for God's sake!
She's screaming about her husband, the famous Mr. Ed. He's a dude who likes flipping his Jeep.
Oh, Ed! For God's sake!
She likes taping him.
Now where is it? Oh! Oh! Ed! Mr. Ed rolled it on potato salad, and I didn't take the camera away.
Here he flips it on Potato Salad Hill near Moab, Utah.
Oh, Ed. Oh! Ed!
He's got the stroke out.
He did it again. I got it on video again. Oh, yeah, he never gets hurt.
You think maybe he just ain't a good driver?
Ed! Ed!
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
We lost all the ice out of the cooler, Ed. Way to go.
Ed don't care. He's a flippin' fool.
Sometimes it's fun to pull the limit, and sometimes you miss and go over. It's fun. It's my sport. Why do people jump out of planes? Why do they climb straight up cliffs? They get a little bit of a rush out of it.
Mr. Ed's wife don't go near the Jeep when he's driving.
She gets excited too easily.
Gee, money, Christmas.
She's into it. That's why she's out there filming it. She enjoys it.
Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed!
There's always a way around everything. I enjoy it. I think it'll be age and death that'd make me quit. I enjoy it too much. There's a little MacGyver in all of us.
What? What's he talking about? MacGyver built stuff.
The rollover king. The rollover king.
We think this turns Ed on, because at night he hopes to hear this.
Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed! Oh, oh,
That's what we're talking about.
Ed! Ed! Gee, money, Christmas.
Meet the Max X Loser of the Year, BMXer Paul Flush Fernandez. He's done some amazing things in his day, and this ain't one of them. Here's his plan. Hit this ramp, jump 60 feet, and stick the roof of an apartment building.
Big air, big ball.
Only way to get up enough speed is to hitch a ride at 50 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Flush has hit the building. We got multiple angles going on. Flush hits the ramp good, then, oh, we just don't get enough of that big air.
Big air, big ball.
Yeah, they better be the way his bike smashed into him. This one's the best look at it. He's gonna be about 2 feet short. Hurts worse, don't it?
All time and sound stopped there for a minute, and I could have sworn my heart stopped. My chest hurt pretty bad, but I didn't know about my leg until I actually took off my equipment.
It's a 10-inch gash. We call it a flush wound.
I pretty much count my blessings because I made this one, and you never know about the next one. Look easy? How about you try?
We'll pass. Our new building manager told us we can't have pets or do 50-mile-an-hour ramp jumps. Thanks for asking. That's it. No more calls. Straight ahead, our coolest, most awesomest Max X list ever. You're watching the best of the best, but this is the Max X list, so it's the best of the best of the best. Count them down. Number 2. A highway in Taiwan is turned into a parking lot because a truck's on fire, and it's full of thousands of gallons of hazardous chemicals. Now, the driver hit his brakes too hard when he came to a toll booth. A second truck rear-ended him, and that's how the fire started. Firefighters try to put it out, but no such luck. After an hour, they decide they'd better back off and let it burn itself out. Which is real smart, 'cause... Damn! Good thing them dudes got out of there. We gotta see that again in slow-mo. It's an instant huge mountain of flame. That stuff falling out of the sky? Well, that's fire. Watch it from camera B across the highway. Right before it happens, cops stop traffic on the other side of the road.
We blocked off the flow of cars from the south. Approximately 1 minute after that, it exploded.
Look at camera B again. The blast would have wiped out any cars on that side of the road. The firefighters ain't hurt too bad. The flames torch a building set back off the road. And the two trucks, they got smoked. Whoa, dude, that's some serious power. And topping the Max X list, the coolest video of them all. Ah, heck, these things are like our kids. We can't choose one, so here's a whole bunch of them. Remember, more is more. We've learned if there's a mode of transportation, there's a way to eat it on it. There's planes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah, but wait, there's boats, motorcycles, ATVs, bikes, skates, skateboards, parachutes, snowmobiles, even horses. Oh, sometimes things go pretty good. But sooner or later, the odds catch up with the stupid folk. And that's when you know there ain't much separating us from the animals. Of course, some of us like it that way. We need to resolve our differences peacefully. Take care of ourselves and others. Make love, not war. Or if you can't do that, just get nude.
He's on the car! What is this guy doing?
I'm not letting you go.
And finally, Max X's coolest, most awesomest explosions you're ever gonna see in the 21st century. Peace out, everyone.